Hello, good evening. Welcome, Idris. Okay, welcome everyone. It's good to have you guys here. Okay. Okay. Welcome, Mustafa. Welcome, Idris. Like I said, it's good to have you guys here. Welcome, Vesu Tech. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, you can just respond with the heart emoji. Welcome, Wobi. Welcome, Lifestyle by Casey. Welcome, guys. Okay. Welcome. So if you guys can hear me, I would appreciate if you can drop the heart emoji, so I know you can actually hear me and we are together. Welcome. It's okay. Great. That means you guys can actually hear me, which is good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can increase this to you know to fit. Okay. Great. So let me go ahead and also hide this. Okay. 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 Welcome, 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 welcome. Love it. It's good to have you guys here. So welcome, welcome everyone. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, you can also do well to subscribe. Okay, and also you can also share this live so that other people who registered that are still waiting to join can actually get the notification and they can start joining. So basically, the way it works is for this particular session, I'm basically going to introduce you guys to the program. And if you have any question, a team member is actually looking in the comment section to pick out your questions and we can answer them, right? So if you have any question about the program or the structure or how it's going to be or our sponsors or if there is any expected payment, you can just drop those questions right there in the comment section and we should be able to pick it up and I'll provide answers as time goes on. Okay, so we are only here for between now to 7:30. Okay, so we'll try as much as possible to make sure we don't exceed that time, but it might even be 6 to 7. Okay, we just included at 7:30 just for question and answering. Welcome, Adegoke Miriam. Welcome. So, like I said, if you have any question, use the question box, okay, the comment section to drop your questions, and you would be provided answers, okay. And also, don't forget to like the video, like the live, share, and also subscribe to the channel. Okay, without wasting much time, I'm going to start with you guys asking a question. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section so that I can attend to them before we start properly. So any question, if you have any question, do well to drop it inside the comment section, okay? Any question? Okay, since there are no questions, so since there are no questions, I'll go ahead and proceed with what we have in stock for today. Okay, so let's proceed. So what is Designgate UIUX Bootcamp?
So Designgate UIUX Bootcamp is an immersive 12 weeks learning experience where you will learn by doing while being guided in person by a professional, okay? So it's a 16 weeks immersive program, right? But the learning period is within 12 weeks, okay? But it's 16 weeks. The learning period is within 12 weeks, okay? Now, during this bootcamp, you will understand the design thinking process, master the latest design and communication tools, build case study, design and launch your portfolio successfully. So that is basically what we are doing right here in this bootcamp, okay? So it's an immersive 16 weeks training, a 16-week learning experience. So the training itself is for 3 months, okay? Then you have like a month to develop your case study. So that is what this bootcamp is all about. And like I said, if you're just joining in, if you have a question, you can always use the comment box to drop your questions. A colleague of mine is going to pick it out so that we can attend to those your questions later on, okay? So let's proceed. What is the goal and objective of Designgate Academy Bootcamp? Okay, now there are a lot of bootcamps out there with different goals and different objectives, with different timelines and different duration, okay? But we understand that this is 2024 and we created this curriculum specifically to equip you with skills you need to land a job as a UI UX designer or build the next big project from scratch. So we are very big on training you so that you are actually employable. So we are basically going to be more focused on skills that businesses need and also skills that you need to be able to develop, right, usable product within this short period of time. So, okay, I see a question there by Mary Okoli, okay? So Mary Okoli, your question will be answered shortly, okay? So we have that question from Mary Okoli and it's going to be answered shortly, okay? So, like I said, the goal and objective of this program is to equip you with the skills you need to land a job as a product designer UI UX or build the next big product from grounds up. So it's actually very important you understand the objective of this program, okay? Very important you understand the objective of the program. Now, what are some of the core topics or the core sections we are going to be taking a look at in this particular curriculum? Okay, so we have some core things we are going to be taking a look at. Number one, we are going to take things like AI for UX. Okay, we are going to take a look at AI for UX, that's using artificial intelligence for user experience design. So we are going to be taking sorry about that, guys. We experienced a little bit of a network issue, and but we are back. Just switched, so we are back online. And sorry about that, Mary. We are back online now. Okay, sorry, the network disconnected, and we just had to like switch to another network. That's Nigeria for you, but hopefully very soon we'll overcome all those challenges with network in this country. Yeah, the network went bad. Okay, guys, if you're here and you can hear me, I just want you to drop those emoji so I'm sure you can hear me. Okay, so if you can hear me, just drop that emojis, the heart emoji, just to show you can hear me. Welcome, 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 marvelous. Habib, can you hear? Can you hear me? Habib, if you can hear me, okay, great. Momike Scholar, okay, welcome, thanks. Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, Precious, that's good. Ajoke, Susie, okay, great. We have the NOSC, okay, great. Okay, so I'll continue from where I stopped. So like I said, we are going to be looking at some of these core areas, you know, from talk about AI for UX. So we are going to cover this topic, AI for UX. Let's see how you are going to learn how to implement, you know, how to conduct your UX research and also analyze some of your research integrating AI. Now, you can't actually leave everything for AI to handle, but AI can actually give you a head start, okay? Especially when you probably want to do things like running Dex research and what have you. Okay, so AI can actually help you in those cases. We are also going to take a look at UX research. Okay, you are going to learn how to conduct a UX research. Okay, then we also take a look at synthesizing your research. Once you are done with your research, how do you synthesize your research and begin to make sense of it? Okay, begin to make sense of those things the inputs you got from your research. We are also going to take a look at design thinking. Okay, we take a look at design thinking, then we take a look at conducting research, then we'll move to information architecture, understanding product, wireframing, also user experience, UX business strategy. Okay, so you should be able to understand some of these things. So these are some of the core topics we are going to be covering. Okay, the core topics we are going to be covering. And again, I'm just going to repeat this again. If you have any question at all, okay, regarding this program, you can just drop it in the comment section. I have someone right there, my colleague is right there, taking out all the questions, and immediately after this session, hopefully we should be done by 7 p.m., then I can go ahead and start answering those questions. Okay, so kindly indulge us by dropping your questions right there. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe, because we are going to be having live classes and you don't want to miss any of those live classes. Okay, so do well to subscribe and also share this live and also like this live if you are currently watching right now. So someone's okay, there's a question. Okay, we'll pick it up from there, from here. Someone, I think that was from Sosi Onyeka. I think I've gotten that particular one. Yes. Okay, so we'll take a look at all those questions shortly. And there's another question from Vesutech. Okay, so we'll always take a look at that. Okay, so a lot of you are complaining that you've not been added to the group. So I'll try and see if I can actually drop the link to the group later on by the time we're done with this particular class. I'll try and see if I can drop the group right there. Okay. So let's continue. So how is it programmed? So basically, this is what we have, okay? This is what we have right here. So this is like the curriculum of how everything is going to run through. But this is just the structure. But the daily task itself is a little bit different. But this is basically how it's going to work, okay? Precious says how long, okay, those questions, we'll take them immediately by 7 p.m. We'll start answering those questions. So if you have a question, please drop them, and by 7 p.m. we are going to start answering those questions, okay? Once I'm done running through this quick presentation for UI UX. So we are going to take a look at things like how apps and websites work. So if you are trying to, if you are trying to be a UI UX designer, especially for a digital product, it is very important that you understand at least how apps and websites work. This will help you to design better product and better experiences. If you don't understand how these things work, it might actually be difficult for you to actually design for specific platforms, okay? So we're going to take a look at how apps and websites work. We're also going to take a look at problem solving, and we take a look at research, analyze, and synthesize, as well as product ideation and validation, okay? Ideation and validation, very important. From there, we'll move into design and prototype, as well as usability testing. You are going to learn how to conduct a usability testing. It's very, very important. Okay. Then we go into mentorship and project / portfolio development. So you are going to be mentored during the portfolio development phase. Okay. We also have the bonus course, which is WordPress, where you learn how to design basic websites, basic websites using WordPress. You are going to be learning that. And then week 15, MVP development, and then we have your career prep. So basically answering Precious Chijioke, who asked, how long is this program for? So the learning period for this program is 3 months. So 3 months. The learning period for this particular program is 3 months. But within that 3 months, you have an extra month. That extra month, you are going to use it to develop your portfolio, right? And then, so if you add it all together, it's basically like 4 months. But the learning period is within 3 months, okay? Learning period is within 3 months, and then 1 month for your portfolio, your capstone project, okay? So we have the next thing here, which is what is our training methodology. So we have, and this is what separates us from other bootcamp. So we have a training methodology which we use for the teaching here, okay? And then for that particular one, this is how our training is structured. We have daily activities, we have live sessions, and we have readings, okay? Daily activities, live sessions, and we have readings. So this is what we call our VBLS. So if you go back to our home page, you are going to see where we talked about the VBLS curriculum, okay? This ensures daily and incremental skill development. So we have the daily activities. So every day, once the class starts, every day when you log into your portal, you are going to have you are going to be assigned a task to complete every day. Okay, so it's every day. But the live classes are going to be weekends. Okay, so we have live classes weekends. Meanwhile, every day you must make sure you invest at least 2 hours. Okay, at least 2 hours, because it's actually not easy becoming a UI UX designer. But the learning process, the good thing is the learning process is quite easy, and we've made it as easy as possible and as straightforward as possible. We've cut out a lot of things that you probably don't need right now to be able to land a job as a UI UX designer. Okay, there are a lot of places you go and they teach you a lot of things that you probably don't need, and because they are trying to cram it up in maybe 9 months, 6 months, 1 year, you will end up completing and still don't have the necessary skills. Okay, so because of that, we've streamlined the program in such a way that it is geared towards giving you the most important skills you need to land a job as a UI UX designer. Okay, so you have to invest at least 2 hours of your time every day. Every day. So every day there are daily activities or daily tasks. So once you log into the portal, you'll be greeted with your daily task, the task you have to do for that day. So once you are done with the task, you can rest. Okay? Then you can go and do any other thing you wish to do. Tomorrow you log back in, you have a task, you complete your task, and so on. Then weekends, on Sundays, just like what we're having now, on Sundays we come together to discuss a new topic. And once we are done discussing that new topic, once you log in the next Monday, you are going to see tasks related to those topics and reading as well. Now, aside that, we understand that most people will always find it difficult learning on their own, right? So that's why we have almost a 24-hour dedicated channel on Telegram where you can always ask questions. Now, for those of you that find it difficult learning on your own and need accountability partner, don't worry, we will make sure you are accountable. Okay? Yes, we'll take those questions immediately. It's 7 p.m. but please keep dropping them. Okay, keep dropping those questions so that we can attend to them. So like I was saying, we have daily activities. You log in every day and you get an activity, and these activities, they are practicals. Okay, they are practicals because we want to make sure you build the necessary skill required. Okay, so they are practical, so it's an intensive program. So there's no much theory. From day one, you start designing. That is the aim. That is how you get better as a UI UX designer. Okay. Now we also have readings. Okay. We also have reading. Some topics you could read on, but every day you have tasks to practice. Okay. So the daily activities, the live, and also the readings. So it's very important. That's our training methodology. Change your life, become a designer, and design your career. Now, it's very important. Nowadays, you hear a lot of people trying to switch into tech, and most people want to switch into no-code techs. And one of the easy ways to enter into tech, on the other hand, without coding, is actually product or UI UX design, right? So that's one of the ways to break into tech. And yes, there are a lot of opportunities out there for UI UX designers. Or even though the competition is becoming tougher, right? But there are a lot of opportunities out there for UI UX designers. So if you are taking this course and you dedicate your time and complete this course, I can assure you it's going to be the best decision you are going to be making within the next 3 months of this year. Okay, yes, so I can assure you that one. Okay, so let's take a look at the prospective career. Okay, so we have different careers here. From here, let's take a look at something like visual design, graphic designer, and the tools. Okay, goals. Okay, let me move to the next. Let me move to the next slide. So let's take a look at opportunities and where to find them. So if you are a UI UX designer, here are some of the places you can get opportunities, right? Whether remote or within the country. Okay, so we have places like LinkedIn, Twitter, Discord, Angel List, TopTal, Indeed, Upwork, and then remote jobs. You know, these are different places you could find opportunities once you are done learning. Okay, once you're done learning, you are going to find opportunities right here. We are also going to teach you under the career stage, the career section. When we get to your career preparation, we are also going to teach you how to navigate this platform to make to maximize their benefits. Okay. Now, Mary Okoli, your question will be answered shortly. Okay. So I think I've seen that question and we are going to answer it shortly. So if you have questions, please keep dropping them. Either question that you want to ask before, or maybe question based on my presentation. Okay, you can actually ask those questions. So these are some of the places you can actually find opportunity. And like I said, during the course of the program, towards the ending, there will be a career prep session where you will be taught how to maximize some of this platform to the fullest and to your benefits. Okay, so what are some of the job roles? What are some of the job roles? Whether you're a product designer, UI UX, okay, so you are in charge most of the time. For product designers, you are in charge of the full entire process. So some of the job roles we are going to look at is things like product manager, product marketer, UX researcher, UX designer, visual designer, UX writer, interaction designer, information architect. Now, when we now talk about UI UX roles, okay, some of the job roles you are going to see is things like UX researcher, UX designer, UX writer, and also interaction designer. Now, these four, they are very, very important. UX researcher, UX designer, UX writer, and interaction designer. But here is the thing, okay? If you are just starting up, you might probably start as a generalist. That is just the truth, okay? You might not be able to specialize, okay? You might not be able to specialize as you are just starting out. So you are advised to basically become a generalist. So by the end of these 3 months, you are going to have you are going to have been trained on the necessary skills to become a UX researcher. Okay, the core skills you need to become a UX researcher, the core skills you need to become a UX designer, the core skills you need to become a UX writer, and also an interaction designer. But over time, depending on the company you're working for, over time in the course of your career, you might actually, decide to specialize in a particular one. Okay, but right now you'll be learning and becoming somewhat a generalist. Okay, so generalist, you are going to learn a lot of skills. Okay, a lot of core important skills. We are not going to add any unnecessary one. You're going to learn core skills that you need to succeed as a UI UX designer. okay, then over time you can improve on those skills as time goes on. Now, what is the success part of a UI UX designer in 2024? So let's take a look at that. The success part of a UI UX designer in 2024. So it's very important. The first one, we are entering into what we call the creator's economy. Okay, we are entering into what you call, we've entered, not like we're entering, we've entered into what you call the creator's economy. So these are some of the things we would make you understand, and also how to take advantage of them. So we've entered into what you call the creator's economy, right? If you check online, you see that more people are becoming content creators. That's because some of these platforms like TikTok, like Facebook, like Instagram, like YouTube, almost every social platforms now have, even Twitter, now have some sort of commission that they pay creators on the platform. So it's very important that you understand what is actually going on in the world of UI UX right now, okay? So when you come to the success part, there are 4 major success parts you can actually take in order to become a successful UI UX designers. But in reality, okay, let me explain those 4 parts first, okay? The first one, you can actually become an entrepreneur, okay? You can become an entrepreneur after learning, after this training. You can actually become an entrepreneur. You could design assets, right? So you can actually design assets and people buy those assets and pay you, right? You can actually develop a business. You can actually build a product on your own. You can actually build a product on your own, and then with your network, you can actually launch those products. That's what we mean by entrepreneur, okay? You can, because once you learn how to solve problems and design products, it's easy for you to, you know, if you know of any sector where there is a problem and you think you can actually provide a digital solution to that problem. Now, taking this course will give you the skills you need to be able to design that solution, okay? So that's what we mean by entrepreneur. So you can actually become an entrepreneur after this program. The next part is being employed, okay? So you can decide to go the route of being employed, and then you get employed by companies. So you can actually get employed by companies. So if you want to get employed, that is also a good part. You can do 9 to 5, okay? And the other one is to become a freelancer. So you can also become a freelancer working for multiple clients, okay? We will also show you how to navigate those freelancing platforms, and also how do you even survive as a freelancer without those freelancing platforms. Very important question, and very important thing you need to understand, right? Because most people think freelancing is basically you waiting until you get contacted to do a job for different people, but no. But there are strategies to successful freelancing. I myself am also a freelancer, okay? The last part will also have the educator. So once you're done and you've done any of this, maybe you've worked as a freelancer, or you've been employed for a period of time, or you are an entrepreneur, you can actually go into the educator part to start educating people as well, okay? So like I said, in order for you to succeed as a UI UX designer in 2024, these are some of the paths you could follow. But if you really, really want to be very successful, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. You have to pick either 1 or 2 or 3 of these paths. One might not be okay, right? But you are going to be okay, right? Compared to other jobs. Like, you know, in banks now, the average banker's salary is around 180,000 to 250,000, right? That's the average banker's salary. But then most opening UI UX role, they are around 200 to 350,000 here in Nigeria. And if it's abroad, if you land a remote job, it's going to be around $1,000 to $1,500. So when you compare them, you will see that, okay, this one is actually yields more value than any other job you can actually think of outside tech. Okay, so but the truth is you really need to mix one or two of them to actually succeed, especially as you are starting out. You really need to mix one or two of them. You could become full employed while you also look at ways towards tap into the creator's economy. In your own free time, you could create assets that other designers will use and pay you for them. Okay, you could also say, okay, I want to be employed, but on my own free time I can also be doing some freelance gig. Right, you could also say, okay, I want to be employed, and also with my experience, the experiences I've gathered, I also want to become an educator. Now when you become an educator, you can partner with other UI UX schools or partner with colleagues to also, if you have something unique you want to offer, you can also come up with something unique for yourself. So these are ways you could actually become very successful in the field of UI UX. Okay, so these are just some of the things you are going to be put through. So during your career, after the training, during your career stage, you will be put through some of these things so that you can actually understand how they work and where to go from immediately after your training. So I think at this point, if anybody have a question, I will be willing to answer them. So okay, one other thing, like I said earlier, okay, one other thing you need to understand is that we expect you, okay, the student expectation. What are we expecting from you? We actually expect you to give in at least 2 hours of your time every day. It is extremely important. At least 2 hours of your time every day. So these things are not magic, okay? They are not magic. You need to develop your skill to be able to, attract potential employers. So as an entry-level person, one of the challenges you are going to have is that you are not just competing with other entry-level job seekers. Instead, you are competing with entry-level job seekers, intermediate-level job seekers, and also people that have been sacked, people that have been laid off by different companies. These are the people you want to compete with, right? And to do this, you really need to show yourself, show your skills that, okay, I can actually do this job, right? So it's very, very important that you have at least 2 hours every day dedicated to completing your task and also learning. It's very, very important. You can't succeed or you can't complete this class if you do not, know some of this, dedicate your time to actually learn and actually complete the activities and the task as well. Okay, so it's very important you do that. Now, what are some of the tools? Chizoba Okani. Okay, I think I will definitely paste the. I will paste the link group here so that you can actually be added to the group. So I'll paste it shortly so that everyone can click on it and be added. That if you are not already in the group. Okay, so what are some of the tools we'll be learning in the course of this program? What are some of the tools? So let's look at some of those tools. So let's look at some of those tools that we are going to be learning. One of those tools is going to be, we are going to take a look at Notion. We'll be learning how to use Notion. So Notion is basically an all-in-one workspace for remote teams to organize their work. So we're going to be taking a look at Notion, okay? We are also going to be learning Figma, which is one of the industry standard softwares for designing, okay, for designing apps. So we're going to take a look at Figma, and we'll take a look at Slack, although we were looking at, we actually swapped Slack for Telegram, okay? We swapped Slack for Telegram. And we'll take a look at Loom, we'll take a look at Hotjar, and also we'll take a look at Typeform or Google Form. So we are either going to be using Typeform or Google Form to learn how to, send out, conduct surveys and also send out interviews or survey questions and then get reports back before synthesizing and analyzing them. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I can paste the group link so that everyone can join. So let me see if I can paste the group link here. So for those of you complaining that you don't have access, I'm just going to drop the link so that we can all join. Sorry, if you can hear me, let me be sure everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, can you drop those heart emoji? So let me be sure everyone can hear me. So if you can hear me, please drop the heart emoji. Let me be sure everyone can hear me. So I'm also typing in the Telegram group link. Okay, great. So here is the Telegram group link for those of you that are not on the group yet. So here's the Telegram group link, and there you go. Okay, I've pinned. Okay, I'm trying to pin the message I just dropped so that we can actually I don't know. I'm unable to pin that message. I don't know what's going on. So if you take a look at the latest message I sent, you can just copy that link, and then from there you can actually join the group. It's very easy if you're on Telegram. I don't know if you're not on Telegram. If you're not on Telegram, we'll see how to share the WhatsApp group link. We also have a WhatsApp group link, but please make sure you join Telegram. Immediately you join the Telegram, make sure you join the Stream 2 Designgate UIUX Bootcamp. It's very important you join that Stream 2 UIUX Designgate Bootcamp, okay? So I can get more information as time goes on. So someone asked, okay, so I think I got that question. So, like I said, make sure you have 2 hours. It's important you have 2 hours every day. Now, those 2 hours, it can be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. It depends on when you are free, okay? So it depends on when you are free. So you can actually take your time to actually study them, okay? So it completely depends on when you are free. Not necessarily, there is no specific time for it, okay? So I decided to just answer that question. So, because it's a quick question, okay? Anyway, so let's proceed. So you need, like I said, you need 2 hours every day. It's very important. You need 2 hours every day. If you want to be successful with this bootcamp, you need 2 hours. And also for information, there are assessments. So we also have assessments. We assess you, okay? We assess you every 2 weeks to make sure you are actually taking the class seriously. So we assess you every 2 weeks, and we always make sure that you are being carried along, okay? And I think we've gotten to the most important part. Okay, should I talk about this, or we can talk about this later? Okay, let's talk about. Okay, let's take a look at some discussion now. So let's take a look at some discussions and questions. So at this point, if you have any question, you ask, and I will do well to answer those questions. So the first question. Mary Okoli asked, will there be certificates after the class? Now, for this particular class, we are going to be issuing certificate, but the certificate is on request, and our sponsor, TerraSkills is one of the sort of that training schools here in Abuja. So if for those of you that will be completing the classes, you can, after the final exam, you can process your certificate from Terra Skills, and that certificate is just 10,000 naira. Okay, so 10,000 naira, you get the certificate from Terra Skills. Okay, if you also have your university certificate, that is fine as well. Okay, because throughout this your period of learning will also be considered your work period. Okay, so when you are setting up your portfolio, we'll tell you how to put these things up. Okay, so for certificate is 10,000 naira, and it's only accessible when you've completed the program and you score at least 70% upwards on the final assessment. Okay, so once you have 70% upwards during the final assessment, you can actually get the certificate. Okay, another question from Sosi Onyeka: is it a paid internship? So currently we have two partners. We have three partners mainly. We have Terra Skills, we have the GS Foundation, and also we have Job Primer. So these are the three partners we currently have. Now when it comes to paid internship, right now we do not provide paid internship. But what we help you do is to help you with our partnership with Job Primer. We can actually help you secure a job. That is, if you complete this training. Okay, if you complete this training and you set up your portfolio, UI UX design or product design in general, or even design in general, is not the type of job you get just by having a CV. Okay, it's not what you don't get job just by having a CV. You get job by having a professional portfolio, a promising portfolio, and that is the essence of this training. We want you to complete this training with a good portfolio, a portfolio that when people land on your portfolio, they should wonder why you don't have a job. Not when people land on your portfolio, they will say, no wonder this person no get work. See in portfolio now. You have to be able to develop your portfolio to be enticing to both recruiters and people who are likely to partner with you for jobs. Okay, Vesutech asks a question, very good question. What if our university certificate is different from this career? Now, like I said, product design, UI UX design, okay, if you are a graduate, one of the most important skill is communication. Okay, it's communication. So if you are a graduate and then on your portfolio, on your CV, you already have like 4 months of UI UX bootcamp. Okay, once you do this 4 months of UI UX bootcamp and it's on your CV, then it has covered for it. But again, if where you are trying to apply for require you to have a certificate from a bootcamp to show that okay, you actually land this somewhere, you can always pay 10,000 naira and get that certificate. Or if you think that getting the certificate will also make you more confident about your job, so you can always get the certificate. Is that simple? Okay, but we understand that most people can't afford it. Okay, and there's nothing difficult in us just coming up with a certificate and sharing after the class. But we are trying to make sure that any certificate we are giving out, it is recognized, and that is why we've partnered with Terra Skill. Okay, Terra Skill is certified both here and also they have a certification in the United States. Okay, so if you get that certificate, you know that okay, this is an approved institution for learning product design, UI UX, or even programming. They offer a lot of programs in tech. Okay, so that's why we partner with them to issue this certificate at your request. Okay, I hope that is clear. So no, there is no paid internship, but if you are able to complete the program and we help you set up your portfolio, we can also send in your application to Job Primer to help you place jobs. Okay, so I have another question there from Ade Ajegbe Busola. Okay, I think I'll answer that question shortly. So let me answer these other questions here. Okay. Someone asked, please sir, I have not been added to Stream 2 group up till now. How do I go about that? Okay, I think I've shared the link. Kindly find the link that I shared and just once you find the link that I shared, you can just click on it and join the group. Okay, join the group. Precious Chijioke, how long is the program for? Now, the learning period is 3 months. Then your portfolio development and career guide is 1 month, which makes it 4 months. Okay. Someone said, do we get internship after the program? Like I just explained to you, in the design field, you don't just get internships like that. Even if Tinubu himself refers you, if you get there and you don't know how to design, they will kick you out. Your goal should be able to get the necessary skills. Trust me, if you have the necessary skills, jobs will come looking for you. You won't be going around looking for job if you have the necessary skills. That is how it works in the design and creative field. If you have the necessary skills, job will come looking for you. And this training is geared towards giving you those necessary skills. Okay, it's very important. Tolukbe Precious, are classes every day? Yes and no. The classes, you have task every day. Okay, you have task every day. That means for every day, once you wake up, once the program kickstarts, from 21st, once you log into the portal, you have a task to complete. So you watch the video, you do the task. So we are not expecting you to start cracking your head right now. Everything is explained in an easy way, and even whatever you are going, the task you are going to be doing is going to be do as I do. So it's hands-on. So it's not like we want you to start cracking your head. This takes me to the question of Ajigbe Busola. Is this course beginner friendly? It is extremely beginner friendly. In fact, this course only needs you to know how to on a computer and do basic computer interactions. Okay, and do basic computer interaction. That's basically what this course needs you to be able to do. Okay, it's very beginner friendly. You don't have to have a graphic design experience or any experience in tech to actually take it. It is beginner friendly. Okay. The next question. So the classes, the task is every day from Monday to Thursday. From Monday to Friday, you have task. Okay, you have task from Monday to Friday, and then on Sundays you rest on Saturday, and then on Sundays we have our live classes like this by 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, but Monday to Fridays you choose anytime you want, but it's just make sure you dedicate 2 hours every day to actually learn. Okay. Precious Okoba said, please have not been sent link to my dashboard. Yes, I will come to that shortly about link to dashboard. So Mary Okoli, I'm lost. Do we need to create a profile? Yes, there will be a portal registration which will start I think either this evening or tomorrow. So make sure you're on the Telegram channel. So there's going to be a portal registration. So Idris Miriam, how do we create a profile? It's going to be once the portal registration link is dropped, you can click on it, and once you register, you land into your dashboard. Okay. Ololade Elizabeth, I'm here to be added, sir. I just dropped the Telegram link so that you can easily join. Okay, I've dropped it so that you can easily join. So you mentioned that we are going to create portfolio. More explanation on that, sir. Okay, after the training, you are going to be guided, right? You'll be creating your portfolio. You'll be creating your portfolio. It's very important because you can't get a job in 2024. You can't actually get a job in the UI/UX field without a portfolio. Either you want to work as a freelancer or you want to work as an entrepreneur, or you want to work as full-time person. You need a portfolio. So we are going to be so there's going to be like a guided through session where you'll be put through on how to, design your portfolio. Okay, we'll make sure the portfolio is professional to be able to get you that job or to be able to get you that next gig. Okay, another question here, please, is the course beginner friendly? Yes, it is beginner friendly. Yes. So another question from Vesutech: is there an incentive for best design, like data or whatever incentive it may be? Yes. On the group, so once you are part of the community, every stream, the three best students are awarded with there's a grand prize. There's a prize of 200,000. Okay, that the three best students compete for, right? So there's a grant of 200,000 that the three best students are to compete for. Okay, so the reason we are doing this is to be able to encourage you to learn. So there is a prize of 200,000 that the three best students are going to be competing for. So once you climb the leaderboard by completing your daily task, by submitting all your assignments, you'll be climbing the leaderboard. Okay, so the best three students at the top there will be competing for the 200,000 naira. And aside that, from time to time there will be task giving. Okay, there will be daily challenges that will be given, and those daily challenges, if your design emerges the best, you can always win 5 to 6 gig of data. So there is that in the group. So I think if you go into the group and check the stream 1, you can actually see some of the people that have actually won some of these gifts. Okay, so once you complete your task and it looks very good, instantly you get 5 gig worth of data. At least that will help you in streaming the videos and also following along with the tutorial. So yes, there are incentives. Okay. Lifestyle by Kessie, do we submit daily tasks? Yes, there are going to be daily tasks that you'll be required to submit, but the daily task does not start immediately the class resumes. Okay, so the daily task doesn't start immediately the class resumes, because we want you to learn first. So the daily task usually starts between the second month, the end of the first month and the second month. That is when daily task begins. Okay, but your daily activities every day, once the class starts, you have to log into, okay, let me say the daily task starts immediately the class resumes, but we have something called daily challenge. So the daily challenge starts towards the ending of the first month and the beginning of the second month. Okay, so let me know if there are any other questions before I answer the last question, so that we can call it a day. Thank guys for really showing up, and any question? Okay, so how do we actually, let me go ahead and open designgate.academy. Okay, let me come back. Let me just open it here. Okay, I'm trying to open the website. So basically, we have two types of learners for our program. Let me drop this here. Let me just put it here. Kingsley Ezekiel, will the live class be recorded in case if someone misses one? Yes, some of the live classes are going to be recorded, but we always strongly recommend, okay, that you attend so that you can actually ask questions on the go. Trust me, learning alone can be tiring. If you decide to learn alone, it can actually be tiring. So it's very important that you join the live classes is Sunday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday. We've made it Sunday so that you are actually a little bit less busy, and we've also made it 6 p.m. Okay, we've also made it 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. so you can join and ask your questions. It's very important. Okay, now we have two learning methods, two tracks that you can choose. Okay, we have the guided assistance, and also we have self-learning. Okay, guided assistance and self-learning. So depending on which one you want to go for, right? Now this training, the training itself is free. Okay, the training itself is free and fully sponsored by TerraSkills. And for the guided assistance, okay, if you are just starting and you are someone that you find it difficult learning on your own, we are going to strongly recommend you go with this guided assistance. And here you can see that when you do the guided assistance, just like the self-learning, okay, you have access to all courses and programs. Your project is also going to be reviewed. You have access to the live classes. You also have access to the daily challenge review, and you also have these free design resources. But in addition to that, you get priority support. That priority support means anytime you need help, you can always book what you call clarity call. Anytime you need help, anytime, you can book what you call clarity call, and then you have someone you can speak to, either while designing. Let's say you are designing and you are stuck, you don't know what else to do, you can book your clarity call, and then someone will join you on your file and help you navigate through that challenge. Okay, so that is the priority support. You will also be attending some expert-led workshops. Okay, expert-led workshop. You also have one-on-one coaching. Then there are also some premium resources and portfolio templates, and it's just for 20,000 naira. Okay. Meanwhile, the self-learning is for 10,000 for 0 naira. It's absolutely free. Okay. So this training is free from TerraSkills and the GS Foundation. But recently, after our stream 1, okay, after the stream 1 is actually still in progress, but we discovered that a lot of people wanted access to the portal continuously. Like we have people that are working, right? Because usually with the way we structure the program, if you're unable to complete your task within 2 weeks, like after the first 2 weeks, you didn't complete your assessments, and then the 4th week you didn't complete your assessment, you are removed from the platform. Okay, you are removed from the platform. But we got a lot of feedback from students saying they are busy, that was why they were unable to complete those assessments, but they are actually learning. Okay, and instead of having all those redundancies, we decided to introduce what we call the platform fee. So now this platform fee allows you to be on the platform and have access to the course for lifetime. Okay, both the updates and everything. So that is what we are encouraging everyone. So despite it being free, to have access to the platform, you just pay a sum of 5,000 naira. Okay, so if you pay 5,000 naira, you are going to have access to the platform, and the registration for the platform will be dropped on the Telegram channel either this evening or tomorrow. I'll be discussing with my team members to know when they will make that available. Okay, and also we also got feedback from people saying that the 20,000 naira for the guided access is actually much. Okay, but this is something that the team have already discussed, and we decided to make it 20,000. Last year, the people that registered for last year actually paid 10,000. So we've also decided to open the gates open for people who want to actually take the guided access, but they only have 10,000 naira. So all you need to do, instead of clicking on this make payment, okay, send the payment directly to this account number here and share a screenshot of the payment to designgateacademy@gmail.com. So if what you have is 10,000 naira, and if you pay 10,000 naira, you are no longer paying 5,000 naira for the platform, okay? So if you pay 10,000 naira, it's also in addition to the platform fee. Are we together? So if you pay 10,000 naira, it's also in addition to the platform fee. And people that will be coming in subsequently, when they pay 20,000 naira, it's also in addition to the platform fee. Okay? So if what you have is just 10,000 naira and you really want to be part of the guided assistance where you get access to all this and also the priority call and one-on-one coaching, pay directly to this EcoBank account right here and send a screenshot with your name, email, and phone number to this email right here. But the link for the portal registration will be dropped either this evening, like I said, this evening or tomorrow. And then you make payments, and then once you make payment, you have access to the portal. But the training is kickstarting next week, Sunday. So you have between now till Saturday to register on the portal for just 5,000 naira. You have between now to Saturday to register, and on Sunday we will be kickstarting the training full force, okay, in full force. So that is the two learning track. Like I said, this 20,000 naira, for those of you here that don't have this 20,000 naira, don't click on this make payment, okay? Just come down, pay to this account instead, pay your 10,000 naira to this account instead, and send your receipt to this email, including your name, email, and phone number. Is there a deadline for payment? The deadline is from now to Saturday, especially for the portal registration. The portal registration is from now to Saturday, okay? The portal registration, the deadline is from now till Saturday, okay? But let's assume you paid 5,000 naira and for the portal registration, and you decide to join the guided assistance. Unfortunately, you might have to now pay that 10,000 naira later, okay? So if you know you actually need some of these things, or you know yourself, we all have different types of ways we learn. If you know you will really need this one-on-one assistance, we strongly recommend you go ahead and make payment for it at once, so that you'll be part of the expert-led sessions immediately without missing any of them, okay? And if you know you also don't have any money at all, but you are very passionate, but that one we are not considering everybody, because we need to send in the application to Terra Skills, which might actually take time. But this is basically for people that don't just have. But if you don't just have, it's going to be very difficult, because even after the training, there are things you might still need to purchase with money, right? There are things you might necessarily want to purchase with money. Already you need to have a system. Again, it's important I mention this. This program, yeah, immediately you make your payment, you can access the portal. That is the answer for Ayinde Ajoke. So immediately you make the payment, you register on the portal. So immediately you make the payment, it will give you access to register on the portal. Now, like I said, before now, we were kicking people out. So a lot of people wanted us to, keep them on the portal, and so that they can have access to the course forever. So hence the introduction of the portal fee for just 5,000 naira. We believe everyone looking to change their career prospect should at least be able to invest this 5,000 naira. This is just about $4 or $5, so right? So I don't think it is too small to really invest in changing your career. This is a career that is likely going to change your life's trajectory, okay? So if you have any other question, yes, if you don't have money but you are very passionate, but like I said, this one will require more time, because you definitely need to send in your application, and we forward it to our sponsors to also see if they can consider you. But you must make sure you have a laptop and you have access to the internet. This is not a mobile phone bootcamp. If what you have is a mobile phone, is not going to work. Okay, this is not a mobile phone bootcamp. You must have a laptop and access to the internet. Okay, so any other question? I've officially finished the introduction, and any other question based on my presentation? Any other question? Okay, I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, any other question? We just have a few minutes more to go. Faith Igor, what is your question? Faith, kindly repost your question. I think we missed that question. Okay, Faith said, I need more clarification on the leaderboard. So like I said, immediately the program starts, we have different ways to assess your skills, okay? So we have assessments. Every 2 weeks, we have assessments. So those people that score the highest point in the assessments, your scores are going to be ranked, okay? Your scores are going to be ranked. After every assessment, your scores will be ranked, okay? Now, the top 3 people, the top 3 performing students are going to be competing for 200,000 naira gifts, courtesy of Terra Skills as well, okay? Courtesy of Terra Skills, they are going to be competing for 200,000 naira. Like I said, the 200,000 naira is at least, if you want, you can use it. It can cover for all the data you spend. It can cover for certain things. You can even use it to replace your laptop battery, or you can even use part of the money to pay for LinkedIn Premium and get some other premium resources that can help boost your portfolio. So you'll be handed over the top 3 will be handed over the cash prize, and they can do whatever they want to do. But aside that, for those people that will be during the daily challenge, the best designs win automatic 5 to 6 gig free airtime, okay? So they can have that access. So can we have access to the portal without the 5K for those that we have time for the daily assessment? That's what I'm saying. That particular one, you have to send in your application, but it's going to take time. That might actually now be for stream 3, okay? Because we need to send in the application to TerraSkill, and then you pass the assessment, and then you can be given access to the portal. Like I said, Okono, for people who don't have the money now, so you have from now, between now to Saturday, okay? So it's not like you are making payment just now, no. You have from now to Saturday, because the main class starts next week Sunday, okay? Next week Sunday we are starting the class. So you have from now till next week Sunday to pay 5,000 for the portal, okay? But don't forget to join the Telegram channel, okay? Telegram channel. So once you join the Telegram channel, the link will definitely be dropped, so that people who don't have any money at all can apply, and then stream 3, those of you that will pass the assessment, will be taken in as well. Okay, any other question, please? Okay, I'm just going to wait for 2 more minutes, and okay, let me wait for 5 more minutes, and if there is no other question, we'll go ahead and call it a day. Okay, my name is Wills. You can call me Wills. So Wills, my name is Wills. I think by next Sunday I'll be introducing myself properly, and also introducing some other people that will be joining in to take this course, okay? Thanks for asking. So my name is Wills Obu. So by next Sunday, we'll be introducing almost everyone. That will be all your the resource persons. Okay. So make sure you join the Telegram channel to keep to get informations on the program, and also ask any question you want. We have a link. You can also send a DM on Telegram if you have any questions or any clarification. Yes, because stream 2 is starting this next Sunday, right? So stream 2 is going to start next Sunday, and we don't want people to join in later, because if you join in later, you will need to go back to start studying. Like I said, this is an intensive class. There is no slacking. There is no too much theory. Okay, there is no much theory. So if you should join like after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can't cover up. I can assure you that you can't cover up if you should join after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So that's why it will now be stream 3. Okay, it will be stream 3. If you miss 2 weeks, 3 weeks of class, you can't join because it's practical. Okay, so someone says, sir, if we pay 10K, are we going to have access to mentorship? Yes, like I said, the 10K is just discount for those of you that are here, that are present on this live. Okay, every other person is still paying 20,000, but for those of you on this live, you have access to this information. So you have access to the one-on-one coaching and every other thing. Just go ahead, instead of clicking on this make payment, click on this pay directly, transfer directly to this account, then send your email and then your name, email and phone number to this particular email right here, designgateacademy@gmail.com. So yes, if you pay the 10K, you have access to the mentorship. Someone said, how do we pay for the platform fee? So Idris, make sure you join the Telegram channel, because the link is going to be dropped there. And also, once the link is dropped, if you visit this website again, you are going to see the link as well there. But try and join the Telegram channel, because it's the best, it's the most active way to ask questions. So join the Telegram channel, okay? Yes, so if you pay the 10,000 naira, it is both for the portal fee and the guidance fee. Yes, the 10,000 naira covers that. Remember, 10,000 naira is because you're on this live, okay? Every other person pays 20. So if you pay 10, you'll be joining both the portal and also the guided access. Okay? Now, like I said, the essence of the portal fee now that we're introducing is to basically make sure you always have access to the portal instead of kicking you out. So we got a lot of feedback from people. Usually the way we do it is, once the training starts, if after 2 weeks you are not following along, we kick you out and the class continues. But a lot of people complain and requested that we keep them on the platform so that they can actually learn sometimes on their pace. Yes, the platform and the portal are the same thing. Sorry for the lingua. The portal and the platform is the same thing. Okay, so if you have 5,000 naira, you go ahead and you make payment. We'll be dropping the link. Okay, so we'll be dropping the link. I think I just got the direct link here. So I just got the direct link. So for people who wants to register for the platform, that is 5,000 naira. You can go ahead and start click to start registering. Then, but the full link will be dropped. Okay. The full link will be dropped for those who want to also subscribe to guided access for 10,000 naira. Okay. The full link will be dropped as well. So make sure you join the Telegram channel so you can get all the information. So I just pasted the link for platform fee. Okay, let me see if I can also paste link for, okay, like I said, for the guided access, if you have 10,000 naira, pay directly to that account, because if you click on this particular button, you would have to pay you have to make the full payment. So we did this so that those of you that are attending this live, we have that concession, okay, for attending the first class. So for attending the first class, you have that 10,000 naira off, okay. So if you have any question, feel free to send a message to the Telegram channel, and your question will be answered. And for those of us, like I said, for those of us that don't have any money at all, people that have paid 10K before, are we to pay another money? No, you are not to pay any other money. If you've paid 10K before, you are not expected to pay any other money, okay? So you have both access to the platform and also access to the guided assistance. You don't pay any other money, okay? If you've paid 10,000 naira before, you are not paying any other money, okay? If you've not paid any money, you can either decide to just pay for the platform fee if you know you can actually learn on your own, right? But remember, we are having live classes and we'll be teaching you, okay? UI UX design, the guided access link. Guided access, for guided access, once you make this payment, okay, make this payment to this account. If you pay to this account, send an email to designgateacademy@gmail.com with your name, email, and phone number. So you'll be given link to register. So make a transfer from your phone, your normal transfer, okay? Make a transfer. Like I said, this is a concession for those of us that are on this live. Every other person will have to pay the 20,000 naira to access the guided assistance. But if you are on this live, then you are lucky because you have this information now that most people won't have. But if you want to register for only the portal, if you just have 5,000 naira for only the portal, go ahead and use that pay stack link to make payment. You will notice that immediately you make payment, it will direct you to register for the portal, okay? So yeah, that's it. Any other question, please? If you have any other question, please let me know so I can answer them. If you also want, you can join the Telegram link and then join the Telegram channel and then ask questions. Okay. And also, I'm aware some of, if you didn't get any SMS from us, I think on Friday, if you didn't get any SMS on Friday, also make sure you alert, you let me know on Telegram, because we usually communicate with students. You know, we want to make sure we are there for you, okay? So it's important that we have your number so that we can always check up on you. Like I said, we always check up on people. Like I said, if you are looking for accountability partner, we will make sure we check up on you to make sure you are keeping up. Are there consideration for someone that will be going for NYSC? Exactly. So this is part of the reason why we introduced the platform fee. So those people going for NYSC, just make sure you let us know when you are going for NYSC so that we can pause your training, okay? We can know exactly where you are, so that, because if you go for your training, you are likely going to miss some of the live classes, okay? So you have to let us know you are going for a training so that we can know exactly where you stopped, and once you come back, we'll make sure we'll pick it up from there, and all the live classes you miss, you still retake them, okay? You still retake them. The most important thing is for you to learn. We want you to learn and get these skills that are very, very important, okay? And it's not learning on your own per se. On the Telegram group, we are always checking up on you. When you send your design, you get almost instant feedback, okay? Because sometimes one of the issues most people have learning online on their own is that you create designs, you don't even have anyone to say, okay, this is nice, or someone to give you, you know, an idea of what is wrong and how you can actually fix it. But here, immediately you make your design, we'll tell you, okay, this design is good, or okay, this is how you can fix this design to make it look better. Then you get back to work. So that is one of the difference between Designgate and other learning platforms. You get almost instant feedback on your projects. Yes, so for those 21 days you are out, you still have access to the platform, and once you come back, you will still be taking through those live classes. Okay? Yes. So hopefully we'll still be able to always make this program very affordable with support from Terra Skills, the GS platform, and Job Primer. On Sunday, guys, we are going to discuss more on Sunday. I get to introduce myself better and also introduce some of the team members so that you can meet everyone. And we will officially begin your UI UX journey together and see you at the top. So in the next 2 minutes, if I don't get any other question, we'll go ahead and round up. You are welcome. Okay, since there are no other questions, have a great day, everyone. So more information is going to be dropped on the Telegram channel. Okay, good luck and see you guys on Sunday. If you have any question, don't forget to send it in the Telegram channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.